Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Natural Food Pantry Education Series. Today I'm connecting virtually with my guest, Philippe from Oneka Farms, who is joining us to share about Oneka natural care products. Philippe and his wife, Stacey, founded Oneka in 2008. They shared that the creation of the brand happened a bit by accident when they met people who put them on this path. Creating healthy and plant-based personal care products answered a deep need and vision they held to build a business that would have a positive impact on people's health and on the earth. Many of the plant extracts used in Oneka care products are grown and extracted right on the family's certified organic farm in the Quebec Eastern Townships. In all efforts to sustain the environment, Oneka has been certified Bcorp since 2019. The team plants trees to offset 100% of its carbon emissions. They also fund the collection of social and ocean-bound plastic in coastal countries to offset 100% of their plastic usage. At Oneka, the team is continually striving to improve and to live in harmony with nature and with humanity. Hi, Philippe. I'm so excited to be joining you virtually from Ottawa at your farm location. Can you tell us where exactly you're located?
Yes, well, thank you so much for having me today. We're in Frelicksburg, which is in the Eastern Townships. Today is a bit cloudy. We are having some showers, but which very, very needed. But right now, I'm actually facing Vermont. The farm is in Frelicksburg, which is about an hour southeast of Montreal, and we are bordering with Vermont. Like the farm is literally on the border of Vermont. We're about an hour from Burlington and about 3 hours from Ottawa. So the area is known as the Eastern Townships. I think Ottawa folks are familiar, more or less, with the region here. And our farm used to be a conventional apple orchard, and we've started to use some of the wild lands because it was cut down in 2000, and it had been pretty much abandoned, which was perfect for us to wild harvest and start an organic production. And so today we've got a diversity of plants. And for those who are unfamiliar with Oneka, we're producing natural, toxic-free hair care, body care products, and we make the products with some of the plants that we grow at the farm. So I'm ready to show you a few plants that we grow here.
I would love to see them. What do you have around you there?
All right, so right here, this is sage, and it's in early in the year. It's in the phase where it's making its flowers. The plant will actually grow probably triple in size, and we get to do a couple harvests per year on a given plant. It's totally unfortunate that I'm unable to transfer the aromas of the sage because it's a very, very, very powerful and highly aromatic plant. We use it as a tincture in most of the products, and as of late, a year ago, we launched the hand sanitizer that we use it in as an essential oil as well, combined with lemon. So what else do I have to show you? So we've got echinacea down here, which is not used in our products yet, but R&D in the works. And you guys can see maybe across from me, these are rows of calendula. I mean, they were just seeded last week, so they're not popped up yet on the top. But the calendula is a really powerful, energetic, vibrant plant that just grows and grows and grows. We do usually about 12 harvests per year on a given surface. So when you harvest a flower, it just keeps growing. And then I'm going to show you a very unusual plant. It's a totally usual plant, but it's unusual in terms of farming, and it's the dandelion.
Oh, that's a really common plant around here.
I know. What's funny is that most people are always asking, like, why would you grow dandelion? It's such a weed. It's such a undesirable. But we use the root of the dandelion for the tinctures, and it's a lot easier to grow it as opposed to harvest it in the wild, which is what we used to do, because when it's growing in soft ground, the roots get much bigger and they're a lot easier to harvest.
Okay.
because when you find it, in the wild, usually it's compacted. The dandelion is a plant that grows in compacted soil usually, and it just helps deepen the oxygen and just loosen the soil. So long story short, we grow it because it's a lot easier to harvest. And same with burdock. Burdock
Okay.
is a we used to grow it to harvest it in the wild, but now it's something we grow. So again, like, why are you growing burdock? Like the little birds it's probably windy right now. I'm sorry. And we've got, this is a little platform that we've created, and it's surrounded by rosehip R&D project, secret.
Beautiful. So you grow everything organic.
So the farm is certified organic. Everything we grow is certified organic. Now, to be transparent, we don't grow everything that we use. We do not do any essential oils. We buy all of them. But when it comes to the plant extracts, we grow or wild harvest 6 or 7 out of the 9 that we use. And we do buy some at La Clé des Champs, which is a Quebec supplier of organic plants and herbs. So, the sense I'm just trying to give the farm here is just, it's very extensive. Like, it's not that it's a huge farm, but it's wide open. We see quite far. We see Montreal from above there in that little terrace, if you will. So we're very, very fortunate to live here and have the privilege of growing and working with some of the plants. And what I'd love to show you next, I don't know how we're doing for time, is the lab that we're building right now. It's a lab. It's a lab that will currently we do our plant extraction in the village at our office, but we're building this lab. I even went to the wrong side. So this is where we're going to be drying our plants. It's almost finished. The floor is yet to get done, and I don't have dryers to show you, but this will be the space where the plants will be dried, and this will be the space where, and it's fully in construction, so I apologize for the unfinished, but this will be the lab where there's going to be a big table in the middle, and where we're going to macerate, put the plants in the maceration pots and or filter them. So it'll be a big sink in the corner. And this room is a room that had to be modified as we started the process. We are secretly working with apple cider vinegar, which comes from the farm right next door, my brother's farm. He makes hard cider, and we take the cider and turn it into vinegar. We've got products coming using apple cider vinegar. So for us, it's huge because it's family tradition. My parents have been apple growers since 1978, and my brother is taking part of the orchard over with his hard cider, and then we're coming in with now needs for apple cider vinegar in the hair care. So there's going to be 4 big tanks right here. It's a bit of a teaser because I have nothing to show you. And then these 2 rooms are going to be storage rooms where the tinctures will macerate. We really believe in the power of plants. Of course, with skin care and body care, that hair care that you put on your skin, right? We know how much the skin absorbs and interacts with what you put.
What made you decide what specific plants to choose and select for your products? Like,
that's
why?
A great question.
Yeah, I'm curious.
It's a combination of 2 things. We chose plants that had properties, beneficial properties on scalp or hair or skin, and trying to combine that with plants that grew well here. And dandelion, burdock, we wild harvest nettles, horsetail. It's found here. So we're actually very lazy farmers, and if it grows well, we love it. So how we selected plants is based on what effect does it have on the skin, on the body, on the hair, but also from a farming's perspective, which, you know, we're guiding our farming with permaculture principles, and permaculture is just common sense. It's what's you know, it's a lot of it is based on observation. What grows well here on this site, because something else somewhere else would grow well, but here, like, how's the sun, how's the water, you know, etc. So we're when I say we're lazy farmers, is that we tried to do rosemary a while back, and it's just like, no, it just dies in the winter. So it's like, we're not doing that, you know. And we, of course, you could say, well, just buy a greenhouse or build a greenhouse, but we may do one day. But anyway, so we're going with like easy, what grows easily and grows well. I'd like to just show you, and I thought about it, lemon balm, which is a part of a new project. And again, this is a row that we planted in the fall.
Wow.
And again, so it's such a tease because I'm unable to share the scent and the aroma from it. And then this is a new batch of sage. But we work with herbalists and chemists to help us. Stacey and I, Stacey, my wife and co-founder, we're really entrepreneurs, like you know, generalists who we know a little bit about many things, but we're not experts at anything.
What made you decide to get into the business?
It's an accident. Stacey and I, we were driven by the idea of owning a business, building a business that would have a positive impact on health and environment. But that's extremely general. Okay. And of course, we both came from farming backgrounds, and I had motivations to potentially find a business model for my parents' apple orchard, and they were growing conventionally, and I didn't agree with that. And so my dad said, "What are you going to do about it?" Right? So it's like, okay, well, true. What, you know, it's one thing to say no, but what do you do about the thing that you're not happy about, right? So we figured we'd start our own business, and we by accident stumble across folks who were working in the industry and who just put us on that path. And we were very enthusiastic and spontaneous about just jumping in, because it answered the very general idea of like having a positive impact on health and environment. And as we got to learn about, you know, how a product goes into water and it needs to be gentle, it needs to be biodegradable, and that how, like, what you put on your skin. So it was all new to us. We were health conscious, but maybe not to that extent. So it's an accident. It's not that we were dreaming about starting hair care products, or it just happened. It just kind of happened by accident, and it's just 13 years ago, and we've loved every minute of it.
So were the hair care products your first creation?
Yeah, we had 2 shampoos, 2 conditioners, lavender and unscented.
Okay.
And that's how we started, you know.
Okay.
And
now you have 4. Now you have 4 shampoo and conditioner.
Yes.
So
yeah.
How would we know which one to pick? They all sound so amazing. That's
a great question. So all shampoos, all conditioners, all body washes, all lotions have the same base. Their distinctions are really in the aromas that are essential oil based, and they have gentle, very slight differences, you know. But for the hair, generally speaking, lavender will be a bit more hydrating. Cedar and sage will be better suited for oily hair. Citrus will be good for like fine hair, etc. But I've got people with oily hair who use lavender and it works great. I've got people with like dry hair who use cedar. So we recommend that people pick a scent that you really like, because the base is the same. So we're not a specialized brand. We're not like specialty, like curly, you know, gray hair. Like it's, you know, Oneka is general, and it's an all hair type, all skin type approach. We do have more specialized products coming, but so far, if I'm in front of somebody in a store, what do I pick? I say, open it up, smell it. What is your? Because a showering is an experience, right? And I can tell you, lavender is best for you. If you hate lavender, don't pick lavender. I mean, you know, like 75%. I mean, it's gonna do the job. Do you know what I mean? It's like I mean, 80% of people, because there's always exceptions, and that's fine. But we cover most people, not everybody, but most people. And for me, the main thing is what what's the scent that really carries you, and what inspires you, what makes you feel good? Because to me, what Oneka offers is an experience. It's not just a result. It's not just my hair looks great. It's like I've really enjoyed my shower.
And I imagine that's what makes your products unique to many of the other ones on the market.
It's one of them. I mean, we only use essential oils. We believe that scents should come from nature as opposed to synthetic scents. And this, that's a belief. We're not saying they're not good. We don't love them, but I don't want to put anybody down. We believe that scents, aromas should come from essential oils, and we also have a full line of unscented for those who are allergic, sensitive. They need to work. They work in a scent-free environment. So.
Excellent. Well, it sounds like I'm going to want all three in my shower, all three of the scents, so I can choose depending on the day, depending on my stress levels, my mood. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining me today and taking us on a little tour. I love what you have going on in the background there. Where are you now? I'm
just below where we were when we first started. And these are Tansies, Echinacea. So in the back, we've got the row that I'm facing here is sage. So it's very early on in the season, and we've got a crew. They didn't work today because of the showers, but we're putting wood chips just to prevent weeds from growing. And anyway, it's right now it's really lush. Like right now, like we're just on the edge of the wild fields, where in the summer it's full of goldenrod and I don't know if you can hear the birds and the insects, but like it's it's a very diverse. My biggest pride is how, and my dad goes crazy when he comes here. He comes from a conventional farming background. He goes, "What a waste! Look at all this wasted land," because we wild harvest. We let things go. We're rewilding the space is really what we're doing. So we love it.
Oh, well, I really appreciate that, and I can't wait to visit the farm one day.
Please do.
Really appreciate everything you do. And again, thank you for your time. I look forward to meeting you one day and trying out all the different products. And if viewers would like more information about Oneka, where would they go?
OnekaElements.com. So ONEKA elements.com. And of course, in your stores, right? We're thrilled to work with you. We love Ottawa, and we're really excited to work with you. And I'd love to do this again later in the season or another time when there's more flowers, the lab is ready and done, and I can show you more of the processes.
Absolutely. Sounds wonderful. I invite you to check out more videos on our YouTube page and subscribe to our Natural Food Pantry newsletter at naturalfoodpantry.ca. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Stay healthy, everybody.